Hello guys, and welcome to the FIFA22 Portsmouth created career mode. So a massive update and a massive change in respect of what's going on with this. A couple of things have happened sort of in changes of players. A couple of players have actually now left us due to sort of personal reasons. I won't go into much detail, but a couple of people don't want to be in this due to sort of friendship and everything like that. So as I said, I won't go into much detail. But yeah, it's unfortunately come to an end and we have to move on. So I've had to sort of create new players in this season to carry on, because I didn't really want to carry on with the other one. So yes, it means starting a new season, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind, especially for you guys, and bringing now all the content for you as well, and just sort of getting it better in respect of keeping up to date and doing it, really good. I've got a new TV, got new setup, and sort of new stuff, and able to make sure that is all sort of up to date and sort of, I wouldn't say professional because I'm not a proper YouTuber, but bringing you really good content. So nothing really changes in terms of some players. B, of course, is still here, and I'm grateful for that he is still here, and hopefully he can keep firing us up the league. In the last couple of videos that I've done, he's actually won us the league near enough in the last couple of days of the season with his goals and scoring on the day to do that. So maybe he'd do that himself again on this career save. Myself, obviously, in there as well. Tommy is still in here holding that centre midfielder, trying to be a rock. Sov, Ian, and Alfie are all the three goalkeepers. Changed it up so they all have different boots, gloves, and sort of the kit style as well. If you're not happy with your boots as I scroll down, then let me know and I will happily change them for you, because you can do that. Kian, my brother, in left back. Ryan also with his competition, but will be the first choice of the two left backs. Chris and Dan will be the main centre backs, with Rob and Ian Jacobs, who is a new guy who I got on really well for the last couple of years on Twitter. Massive Leighton Orient and Atletico Bilbao fan, really friendly, and I'm happy and grateful that he is here to fill in the position of the player who has left. So hopefully he has a big season and brings a lot to this team. Novio is here, and of course we'll be looking to continue his fine form that he has been doing in previous saves. Tyler, another great friend of mine, another Pompey fan, coming into this. So obviously this would mean a lot to him in the terms of career save, playing for Pompey. I know it's a game, but still you just get that little bit more of a buzz. He will be filling in at right back, so him and Novio will be going at it for the choice of the first sort of right back, and also the cup right back as well. But I'm glad to have Tyler here. I know him from Twitter. We get on really well, drop each other a message a couple of times a week, just making sure that we're okay. He actually is American, so he lives not in the England. So just try and keep up with sort of day-to-day stuff as much as we can. So appreciate him being here and filling in as well. Hopefully he has a fantastic season. Paul, of course, still here, being in that tank with Tommy in that midfield. McLovin is here, as always, trying to also back up the midfielders. Tony, who is my step granddad, who is filled in as he is part of my family, that will include all of my family members in there, just apart from my granddad, and just didn't want to be in here, which is fine. Jax, who is Croatian, building up on that wing to sort of give me back up really as much as anything else, and hopefully he can carry on having a good season. Of course, my dad is in here as well. Mikey, the top goal scorer in every sort of career save that we've done, non-stop goals that he does score, and he's an absolute constant threat when he plays up front. And of course, Ocean, the ice cold blooded killer, as he refers himself to, hopefully also bringing us up the league. Ocean is not the first choice goalkeeper, striker, but he will be banging in them goals. I promise you that now. He will be hitting double figures even before sort of the first part of the season is over. And Danny is here, and Danny is a friend of B's. They get on quite well. Danny, I've known for a couple of years as well. Sort of keep in contact when he's playing with me and B. But he's a really good lad, really friendly, and really down to earth. So I'm really glad that he steps in, and he steps in as an attacking midfielder just to boost the attack and the midfield as well in certified options. So that is everyone here. There is a lot of team members. There's a lot of squad members. There's a lot of positions. There's just a lot going on. So of course for me, it's a lot to keep up with. I will try my best. But yeah, that is your team, guys. This is your squad, and let's get straight in to the season of League One. So, of course, of every season, Mick Cooper is our manager. I really appreciated everything that he did for, like, sort of me and the team that we played for when we were at Drayton. He really didn't have to do what he did, but he did, and I really appreciate him personally, because he put a lot of time, effort, and also money into running the club, as well as he did as well. He got us to a few finals, a few sort of like cup finals, fair play things as well. And sort of everything else in the little bits. You know, everyone thinks it's just easy enough to run a club, Saturday League, and just be done with it and like turn up and play the games. But he did a little bit more than that. He was there for everyone. He did a lot. So yeah, of course, he will be the manager, and always will be for as long as I do this. I could be doing this for another couple of sort of years, really, but until anything changes, he will be the manager. Always wore a tracksuit. He was known as the Tony Pulis of our club, sort of like always in a tracksuit and flat cap that he always used to turn up in, which was really cool. So, yeah, just really nice guy, really down to earth, really friendly, and just really appreciated everything that he did. So on that basis, he is our manager, holding up the shirt there, hopefully to take us through to sort of the championship. First time of asking, hopefully. The pre-season friendly starts with Herveen, Rosenborg and NEC Nijimen, which is Novio's team, and I sort of half follow him. I keep my eye out onto the results, so really good little fixtures there. Our home formation will be the 4-3-3, our away will be the 4-2-3-1, and the cup will be a 4-5-1, but more attacking of a 4-5-1 with three sort of attacking midfielders, maybe four really, but two defensive midfielders in that middle. But when it comes to the games, you'll see the people that are in them positions. Just going through the squads and sort of the contracts, just keep an eye out for your one. This is very vitally important to your sort of career. So Sov has 10 clean sheets to get with 10 grand. Alfie has 5 clean sheets to get for 5 grand. So Ian has the same as Sov, 10 clean sheets for 10 grand. Ryan, once it goes and skips along, Ryan has 15 clean sheets for 15 grand. Different players get different amounts just because of the level of their stats, and what also their agent requested as well. Kian gets 5 goals for 5 grand, just sort of opening up a little bit to defenders trying to score more than keep clean sheets. Rob is 5 clean sheets for 5 grand. Ian Jacobs is 5 goals for 5,000. I thought he could be up there scoring a fair few goals. Chris, 10 goals for 10 grand as well. Just feel like he is more of a scoring person. Dan with 10 clean sheets for £10,000. And again, just thinking that Dan probably will keep more clean sheets in that respect of scoring goals. Novio, who scored a lot of goals actually in my first career save of this, I've offered him 5 goals for 10 grand going forward. Tyler, who's recently joined us, of course, 5 goals for 5 grand, again pushing forward on our wing backs that we do play. Tony, 5 clean sheets for 5 grand. Tommy, 15 clean sheets for 15 grand, again same as Ryan, just different players and their stats are offered a little bit more. Paul is 10 goals for 10 grand. Again, Paul would probably score more than Tommy in respect of that, and Tommy's better at defending. McLovin gets 5 goals for 5 grand. Jax 5 goals for 5 grand. I feel like he chips in quite a lot, but maybe assists. And I wanted assists on it, but it didn't work. I just gave myself a little bit extra because I've done all of this. So I went 15 goals for 30 grand just to keep pushing up into regards of that. Danny, 10 goals for 10 grand, expecting goals from him in the start of this season. Neil, 15 goals for 25 grand, and Neil not normally a goal scorer in League One. He normally helps and assists a lot, but this season I want him to score a lot of goals. B, 15 goals for 25 grand. I feel like he can contribute a fair few goals this season. Ocean, like I said, will score a lot of goals, and Ocean will wrap them 10 goals up straight away, but I've offered him 10 grand for that. And then the last player is Mikey, and it's really tough for Mikey because Mikey's been top goal scorer every season, no matter what league it is in. So I didn't want to go all the way to 25 because you keep at 25. So I went for 20 and offered him 40 grand, which he accepted very happily in that respect. So that is all the contracts done. If you missed yours, go back. I will keep you up to date month to month of what happens in these contracts. So we're into the preseason. We play NEC first. We get a kind of a comfortable victory, and they did make it 1-1, but Chris and myself made it comfortable with 2 and 3-1 respectively. I opened the scoring in the first half as well. Ignore your number. I did change all the numbers around to fit in what everyone asked for some reason, because when you join the players who originally had that number, for some reason got them when the save sort of started, so I had to go and change them. Next we have Rosenborg, and probably a really tough test of the Norwegian champions, and they beat us 3-1 with a goal from myself just before the break, but then they scored and then in the second half sealed it. So 3-1 defeat meant that we had to win this, or maybe a draw if results went our way, to qualify for like the knockout stages, which we did, thanks to Danny scoring in the 90th minute, coming off the bench and scoring like 6 minutes later. Mikey did give us an early lead, but Danny coming off the bench and making it 2-1 for us. So in the semi-final we had Grasshopper Zurich, who are a Swedish team as well. They're a pretty decent side. Again, we just winning. An early goal from Mikey, but Danny again coming off the bench, going to show that he's here to score goals. So we go through to the final where we had to play Herveen, of course, who we beat thanks to Danny's late goal. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Herveen did win and beat us 2-1 after I opened the scoring or equalised for us. So that is the preseason friendlies. That is everything. I hope you enjoyed watching this, guys. I'll try and get the first month out soon. But if you did like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all very, very soon.